us tonight are on the broad road that leads to destruction. And tonight, I would say with Moses, I would say with Joshua, turn, repent, choose God, serve Him, live for Him. That is the message of God tonight to this great audience of people at Yankee Stadium.
I see revival coming to planet Earth, maybe as never before. It would be untold numbers, an untold, uncounted multitudes that will be saved. The dead will be raised. The arthritic will be healed. Cancer will be healed. No disease would be able to stand before God's people, and that it would be a worldwide situation.
There's a church that doesn't just know about God, they know God. They don't just believe in His power, they carry His power. God will shake the United States of America one last time, not by might, not by power, but by my Spirit.
Hey, Toby, you suck!
Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing this morning? Ninja Buddha in the house, Stock Market Samurai, Gerald, Lyric, Naveed. Welcome, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We're behind schedule a little bit. I was in the back doing some trading. So, Christophoris, good morning. Welcome. Markets are open. Well, let me check, see where they're at real quick. Down a little bit. Up on the Dow. Down on the S&P, down on the NASDAQ. Just a little bit, though. Just a touch down on everything. Got some jobless claims number come in today. I saw that, Gerald. Conifer. Audrey, good morning. Good morning, Howard. Nathaniel, how's it going? How you doing? D&D Investments. Welcome. Looks like everything's going good here today. All-time highs again. My goodness. Pamela, good morning. We had some numbers come out. Jobless claims, Palantir, McDonald's, all sorts of stuff today. Let's get right into it with the first article. Look at that. Charles, good morning. McDonald's and Jackie, good morning. Thanks for watching, everybody. McDonald's ice cream machine. Company has served restraining order report. Machine known for making McFlurry dessert, which are always broken. Let's see the article. A judge has awarded a temporary restraining order against Taylor Company, the company that makes McDonald's core ice cream machines, according to reports. First reported by Vice's Motherboard, the order was granted after Kitsch Inc., a startup that made a diagnostic tool to help solve issues with the machines, filed a lawsuit against Taylor in May. Customers have complained, including on social media, that the machines known for making the McDonald's popular McFlurry dessert were frequently broken. The lawsuit alleged that Taylor had designed flawed code that caused the machines to malfunction to profit from machine repairs. Additionally, it claims that Taylor had repeatedly and under multiple aliases and email addresses tried to purchase a Kitsch solution device in order to learn trade secrets. Continue. The court document said a Taylor spokesperson eventually admitted that it was successful in obtaining one. Taylor, according to the complaint, had also begun to develop its own version of the Kitsch system with help from McDonald's franchisee and defendant Tyler Gamble, who Kitsch accuses of working with Taylor. Simultaneously, Taylor told McDonald's and McDonald's told franchisees that Kitsch machines were dangerous and that they could, according to an April report in Wired, even cause serious human injury. These guys did a really effective job at frightening off all our customers and investors, so we're hoping the public will support our case in the name of justice, right to repair, and humanity, Kitsch co-founder Jeremy O'Sullivan told Vice on Monday. We still have some die-hard customers sticking with us, though few in comparison to what we once had before McDonald's and Taylor called our product dangerous. The outlet reported that Taylor had just 24 hours to turn over its Kitsch solution devices and not use, copy, disclose, or otherwise make available in any way information including formula, pattern, compilation, program, device, method, technique, or process obtained by any of them. Fox Business has reached out to both McDonald's and Taylor but did not immediately receive a response. Stock market Samurai made the switch to Sheetz ice cream. So there you have it. Those machines were always broken because of flawed code, apparently. So we'll follow this lawsuit and see what happens there. I think it's interesting how companies do that, where they come up with some weird solution to a problem, and then wait right till after you run out of warranty on it, so they can start charging you for repairs. It's incredible. What's that? Yeah, it is smart on their part. Morning, Trish from Leesburg, Florida. Latin Rose, welcome. Next article. Liquidity is evaporating even before Fed taper hits markets. Uh-oh. That's why we got to get $3.5 trillion back into the system. We got to keep printing. Gap between money supply growth and GDP is now below zero. Negative readings in last decade spelled trouble for S&P 500. A measure of U.S. financial liquidity, whose declines foreshadowed two of the decade's worst equity routes, is flashing alarms before the Federal Reserve embarks on its planned winding down of asset purchases. The signal is obscure, but has sent meaningful signs in the past. Roughly speaking, it's the gap between the rates of growth and money supply and gross domestic product, an indicator known to eco-geeks as Marshallian K. It just turned negative for the first time since 2018, meaning GDP is rising faster than the government's M2 account. Yeah, that's why you should just get Dairy Queen. That's right. Their machines always work. Continue. That's it. So yeah, there you have it. Liquidity is evaporating. So we got to get more money into the system before the S&P 500 crashes and all the banks lose money. Continue. U.S. debt ceiling fight. Taper talk, Mexico rate hike, Eco Day. Look at that. Let's take a look at it. Welcome to Thursday, Americas. Here's the latest news. Bloomberg Economics. President Joe Biden's $4.1 trillion economic agenda faces a difficult path through Congress, with the final passage of the measures likely to coincide with the debt ceiling debate next month. So we're going to keep an eye on all of these things. For his part, Biden said the massive spending plans would not be inflationary, saying those who worry about rising costs of living should support the measures. I don't understand how that makes any sense. This morning's weekly initial jobless claims number is expected to show a small improvement to 375,000, and I believe it did. Continue. It comes on the back of a generally positive news for the labor market in recent days, with payrolls for July coming in better than expected and job openings hitting a record above 10 million. The improving outlook is leading to more Federal Reserve policymakers saying it's getting closer to the time to normalize the monetary policy stance. Janet Yellen is weighing a trip to China. Bloomberg Economics' David Wilcox expects July's 5.4 reading on the CPI to translate into 4.1% inflation on the Fed's preferred gauge, the PCE price index. Normally a level that high would have the Fed pushing its emergency Volcker button. One reason they won't be doing that anytime soon, persistently high inflation would require a big shift in inflation expectations. Good morning, Bob. Welcome. Continue. So far, despite the extreme turbulence of the COVID era, that doesn't seem to be happening. China partly shut the world's third busiest container port, so it looks like we'll have some more global trade disruptions. Shipping times going up. China's central bank is facing mounting calls to cut interest rates. So all sorts of news just summed up into one. Continue. What's that? Next. Kevin O'Leary buys more crypto, gets paid in crypto, and partners with FTX exchange. It's the old shark has been buying crypto and is getting paid in crypto. Let's see the article. Shark Tank star Kevin O'Leary, aka Mr. Wonderful, is increasing his cryptocurrency allocation. He's also taking an equity stake in the FTX crypto exchange and has signed a multi-year deal to become its ambassador and spokesperson. He'll be paid in crypto for his services. I always liked him on Shark Tank. Continue. Kevin O'Leary is increasing his crypto allocation. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary has revealed that he's increasing his cryptocurrency allocation. Finally solved my compliance problems with cryptocurrencies. I'm going to use FTX to increase my allocation and use the platform to manage my portfolios. Continue. His tweet followed FTX Trading Limited and West Realm Sure Services. Anyway, so Mr. Wonderful will be taking an equity stake in both companies and will be paid in crypto to serve as an ambassador and spokesperson for FTX. Next. SEC asking for jurisdiction over all crypto exchanges is a blatant power grab, says lawmaker. See the article? U.S. Congressman Patrick McHenry has slammed the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission for asking for jurisdiction over all crypto exchanges, including non-securities ones. He called it a blatant power grab that will hurt American innovation, adding, "We don't need another backroom deal between Gensler and Elizabeth Warren." So it looks like Gensler is trying to be like, what's his face from China, Xi Jinping, and just be in charge of all cryptocurrency. Let's see the article. Representative Patrick McHenry from North Carolina released a statement Wednesday in response to a letter SEC Chairman Gary Gensler sent to Elizabeth Warren about cryptocurrency regulation. Senator Warren shared the letter Wednesday. Gensler wrote, "I believe we need additional authorities to prevent transactions, products, and platforms from falling between regulatory cracks. We also need more resources to protect investors in this growing and volatile sector." McHenry's statement on Gensler's power grab over digital asset exchanges explains that the SEC chairman is asking for jurisdiction of all exchanges of digital assets, not all of which are securities, the congressman emphasized. Chairman Gensler's latest move to ask Congress for jurisdiction over non-securities exchanges is a blatant power grab that will hurt American innovation. Continue. Given the distinctive nature of digital assets, policymakers must be thoughtful and deliberative in legislating in this space. Absolutely. Continue. Representative McHenry then mentioned a bill he introduced, H.R. 1602, the Eliminate Barriers to Innovation Act, which the House of Representatives passed on April 20th, is now waiting for the Senate to take up. The bipartisan bill aims to create a digital asset working group comprised of the CFTC and the SEC and market participants to bring much needed regulatory clarity to the digital asset ecosystem. We need smart policy made through a transparent process to ensure innovation and job creation continue in the US. We don't need another backroom deal between Gensler and Elizabeth Warren. I agree. Make sure you call your congressman so they don't regulate crypto into oblivion. Continue. Jonathan, I like Algo. I haven't bought it yet, but it's on my list. I bought Cardano, the ADA, and that's been cranking this. That's been cranking. Let me take a look at that real quick. See where it's at right now. I know market's down on crypto a little bit. Cardano's down about 3.4%, but I like Algo, and it's on my list of ones to buy. Together with XRP, XLM, Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I have a little bit of Dogecoin. All right, pull up my notes here again. Troop of Bored Ape NFTs rises above the competition. BTC donates 200K in Ethereum to Orangutan Outreach. Whatever that means. Continue. No, that is not very Native American of Warren. While non-fungible token NFT assets have been raking in millions, numerous NFT projects like CryptoPunks, Meebits, and Bored Ape Yacht Club have been outpacing the competition. The BTC NFT Collectibles is a collection of 10,000 Bored Ape NFTs, and just recently the project's sales volume has risen exponentially as it rests just below CryptoPunks with 49.5 million in sales last week. Moreover, BTC's official Twitter account revealed the project donated 66.45 Ether, over 200,000 to Orangutan Outreach. That's where people just go and have an outreach with orangutans. Continue. Bored Ape Yacht Club sees massive sales this week. So the volume over the last 7 days for CryptoPunks is 117 million and 670 million in volume for all time. And then Bored Ape Yacht Club has skyrocketed to the second position this week, capturing 49.5 million in weekly sales. Over 1,500 BAYC NFTs were sold during the week, and recently 5 BAYC NFTs sold for over 500,000 per unit. That's, man. That's crazy. So there you have it. NFTs are getting hot again. Continue. I should have bought it when it was down 90%. But this is something that I don't quite understand, how you can just own digital assets like this, or in those games, those computer games and stuff that they have now, where you can own property in the game where you pay as much for it as you would for like a regular piece of property. I can buy 3 acres and, you know, an hour and a half outside of Pittsburgh for $16,000, or I can buy this virtual plot of land also for $16,000. Next. This week, the project has also announced it donated. All right, next. U.S. jobless claims total 375,000, falling for a third straight week. New claims for jobless benefits total 375,000 last week, the Labor Department said, matching estimates from economists surveyed by Dow Jones. The reading for the previous week was revised upward by 2,000 to 387,000. The number of insured unemployment claims, a measure of continuing jobless claims, fell to 2.866 million for the last week of July, according to Thursday's report. That is the lowest level since mid-March 2020. So that's good news. Continue. Continue. There's the chart for claims for unemployment insurance from March of last year, or beginning of April, where we had that huge spike till now. So it looks like it seems to be normalizing again there. Jobless claims number have come down sharply since the spring as the economy has recovered, and they've settled near the 400,000 level in recent weeks. The 4-week average is now 396,000. The latest jobless claims report, which reflects the first week of August, came a week after the July. All right, next. Palantir revenue jumps 49% in second quarter. Palantir's revenue soared 49% from a year earlier for the second consecutive quarter, surpassing Wall Street's expectations. The company also raised its full-year adjusted free cash flow outlook to more than $300 million, up from more than $150 million. Continue. Palantir's technology CEO Alex Karp. Good-looking fella. Continue. Data analytics company Palantir on Thursday reported second quarter earnings that beat Wall Street expectations for revenue and gave upbeat guidance. Shares of the company were up more than 9% pre-market. Let's check where they're at right now. Up. Almost 10%. 9.88. So Palantir spiking up again. Well, they're back in January and February was up to over 30. One of the companies that I sold at a loss. Should have hung on, but whatever. Adjusted earnings per share, 4 cents versus 4 cents expected. Revenue, $376 million versus $352 million expected. Palantir's revenue jumped 49% year over year for the second consecutive quarter. Palantir said it expects revenue in the current quarter to come in at $385 million, which is higher than the analysts projected $376 million. It said it now anticipates full-year adjusted free cash flow in excess of $300 million, up from an excess of $150 million, so double. That's pretty good. Palantir also reaffirmed that it expects annual revenue growth of 30% or greater through 2025. Co-founded in 2003 by tech investors Peter Thiel and Joe Lonsdale, CEO Alex Karp and others, Palantir provides data analytics software and services to government agencies, including the Defense Department, the FDA, and the intelligence community. All right, next. Hacker behind 600 million crypto heist claims they did it for fun. More than 600 million worth of crypto was stolen in a cyber attack, which targeted a decentralized finance platform called Poly Network. Poly Network pleaded with the hacker to return the money, and sure enough, nearly half of the crypto haul was returned by Wednesday. In a Q&A embedded within the digital currency transaction Wednesday, the anonymous person said they did it for fun. Oh man. The person claiming to be the hacker behind one of the biggest cryptocurrency heists of all time said they stole the funds for fun. More than 600 million worth of crypto was stolen in the cyber attack, which targeted a decentralized finance platform called Poly Network. The guy was just tired of playing Call of Duty on the hardest level and beating everybody, so he's like, I gotta do something even harder. I have to steal 600 million worth of crypto assets.
You must be new or something, man. We the best, man.
Decentralized finance, DeFi for short, is a fast-growing space within the crypto industry. While it has attracted billions of dollars in investment, the DeFi space has also given rise to new hacks and scams. For example, a token backed by billionaire investor Mark Cuban recently dropped from $60 to several thousandths of a cent in an apparent bank run. What did they tweet? Let me see that. 260 million of assets have been returned. The remaining 269 on Ethereum, 84 million on Polygon. So it looks like he's slowly returning all of the everything that has been stolen for fun. I don't know if that's going to hold up in court though. I guarantee you he's one of those. What do they call those people in Grand Theft Auto where they just like fly around in their jets and bomb you while you're trying to do missions and stuff? Isn't there like a specific name for that? But that's probably one of that guy that you can't like destroy, and he like has that like glitch built in and all that stuff where you just get frustrated and then turn it off. Griefers. They call them griefers. Guaranteed. And now he's griefing the Poly network. Next. Chinese Tesla rival NIO narrows losses as revenue surges 127%. This is one of the stock that I'm down the most in this year. Should have sold. Should have sold when I was up. But I didn't know that Xi Jinping was gonna try to destroy his economy. Let's see the article. NIO shares rose more than 1% in after-hours trade on Wednesday after the Chinese electric car maker posted a narrower-than-expected loss and a surge in revenue. NIO said it delivered 21,896 vehicles for the second quarter, within its own previously stated range. For the third quarter, NIO forecasts it will deliver between 23,000 and 25,000. NIO and other electric car makers are facing headwind due to the global chip shortage, which could weigh on production in China, a resurgence of the coronavirus. Whatever. Continue. NIO shares rose more than 1%. Let's see where they're at right now. And we're down 3%. Oh, man. The startup lost 0.42 won, 0.7 cents per share in the second quarter, less than the 68 won loss expected, according to Refinitiv data. That was narrower than the 1.15 won loss per share recorded in the same period last year. So it looks like NIO is growing in China. So that's good news for everybody who's invested, everybody who got out just in time. Good for you, making money on that stock. Continue. Supply chain uncertainties. Well, that's their own doing. Continue. The issue for NIO, for Tesla, for others, every car that they're making, they're selling. It's really a production and chip shortage. Yeah. We already went over that. They're making some new models next year, so that's good news. And next article. Next. Fannie Mae aims to make home loans more accessible. Mortgage finance giant to help lenders factor rent payments into loan underwriting processes. I'm getting some 2008 flashbacks here.
Hey, Toby, you suck!
let's make it as easy as possible for people to get money, even if they shouldn't qualify for it. Let's see the article. Yeah, I've been reading a ton of articles on the job market, how there's more jobs than there are people available to do the jobs, and so it's really an employees market at this point, because they can go wherever they want. Yeah, the job market is pretty crazy right now. Mortgage finance giant Fannie Mae is making it easier to include rent payment history as part of the mortgage approval process, a move intended to help borrowers with limited credit histories get better access to home loans. Fannie Mae said that starting next month, it'll help lenders factor in borrowers' history of rent payments when weighing those applicants' qualifications. Fannie Mae doesn't require lenders to consider rent history if a borrower has a credit report and score that meet the company's criteria, but credit reports often don't include residential rent payments because most landlords don't report the data to credit reporting firms. Renters' credit scores, which are based on information in their credit reports, as a result do not reflect that data. The issue has been problematic for consumers with limited borrowing histories who have difficulty getting approved for affordable credit. In some markets, it's just as expensive to rent as it is to own, said Hugh Frater, Fannie Mae's chief executive. For many renters, they have the history of making payments, which in my opinion should be equally and fairly considered in their ability to pay a mortgage. The changes to Fannie Mae's underwriting system, which are scheduled to go into effect September 18th, will allow it to automatically identify rent payments from applicants' bank account information. 12 months of consistent rent payments could help applicants qualify for mortgages, but a history of missed or inconsistent payments would penalize an applicant. Continue. Applicants will need to give permission for their bank account information to be shared. Fannie Mae doesn't make loans directly. The company and Freddie Mac, the two government-controlled mortgage giants, buy loans from lenders and package them into securities that are sold to investors. Fannie Mae automated underwriting systems tells lenders whether a loan would be eligible to sell to Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae said the move to include rent payments isn't about lowering the bar for credit approvals. Rather, consumers might not appear as financially responsible during the loan decision-making process as they would if rent payments were factored in. In cases where a borrower doesn't have a credit score, Fannie Mae already allows lenders to use rent history when assessing the borrower's creditworthiness. So we're gonna keep an eye on this and see if they're gonna lower the bar a little bit more, a little bit more, and a little bit more, until we get to the point where we're at in 2008, where everybody gets money to buy whatever they want. Continue. Continue. And continue. And next article. There we go. There's Powell trying to hold up the bull market. With the economy just standing by watching. Oh man. Next. Liquidity is evaporating. We already went over that. Next. We already went over that. I guess that's it. Bitcoin revenue in April represents $3 billion a year, ETC Group says. ETC first industry report also shows. Let's see the article real quick. ETC Group, which in June launched the first Bitcoin exchange-traded product in the UK, said the cryptocurrency generated an annualized $3 billion in revenue from miners in April. So $3 billion for miners of Bitcoin. I thought that was interesting. That's a pretty big number. The market recovered today, so your trading account recovered as well. I feel like that sometimes, because there will be days where the market is down. It just depends on what stocks you're in, I guess. There will be days where the market is down and I'll be way up, and then there's days where the market is up and every single stock that I'm in isn't moving, so I'm down for the day. It's frustrating. Continue. I get it. Did you find these, Nick? Is inflation out of control? That's a good question. Let's ask these fellas. Oh, man. That's what Wall Street Bets is made of right there. Next. Can you explain these gaps in your resume? I believe those are from this space bar. I wish I was that quick to say something like that. When I interviewed for my first job at Geico, they asked me about gaps. I was like, I've been in college. There's just, you know, sometimes where I had to concentrate on college, so I didn't work. But that's what I should have said. I believe those are from the space bar. Continue.
Guy, are you making the most of the sunshine?
The sun is hot, but crypto's hotter. Oh yeah.
That's me in the store going shopping with my wife, whatever. I'm just standing there on my phone looking at crypto on the weekends. I love how you can trade it 24 hours. She's had whole conversations with me and I didn't hear a single thing. I know that's horrible, but it's just how it is. Crypto trading, you know what I mean? Stocks. Let's go over the stocks to research today. Low risk, DGRO, the iShares Core Dividend Growth ETF. The investment seeks to track the results of the US Dividend Growth Index, has a low risk rating, a 2% dividend yield, and a 5-star Morningstar rating. Fairly low risk ETF with pretty good returns since its inception in 2014, around 13%. Just something to invest money in for retirement if that's what you're into. And if you're into, I guess you could call it borderline gambling if you don't do your research. Hi, PCSA, Processa Pharmaceuticals. Let's see where they're at right now. PCSA. Up 2%. Clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that has 3 drugs currently in different stages of clinical trial and FDA approval. Considered a strong buy by multiple analysts with a price target of $18. Currently trading at $5.90 as of right now. They're announcing earnings today, so it could be a good time to get in the stock depending on what it does. There's been quite some insider buying as well, so that's usually a good sign that there's something coming down the pipeline. Fundamentals aren't great with this company, but it's still in the R&D phase, clinical stage for most of its products. So this is very high risk. Do your research and see if it's something you might want to invest in. And I didn't have a medium for today. We'll get one tomorrow. I did get the stock certificate in from Pan American World Airways. Had it framed up real nice. So for anyone who donates this week, you will be receiving the Check the Market shirt, which we have a picture of. There you go. Check the Market. We'll send you one of those. And I'll pick one person randomly, and I will send you the stock certificate as well. They can hang up and show everybody that you invest in stocks. And this is a classic. It's from 1965. Yeah. 1965, I believe. Right? Yes, 1965. Look at that. Oh. Yes, Cami, there is. If you go to finviz.com, you can go to finviz.com, and there's a tab that says Insider. Well, let me see where it is. Yes. So up there's a blue bar at the top, and there's all those tabs, and there's one that says Insider. If you click that, Insider, it'll give you a list of all the insider sales and insider buys that have been going on recently. So finviz.com, that's where I go to check insider trading. And you can give by #donate on Facebook, or you can text RT to 50155, Cash App at $RTGive, Venmo is at RTGive, revivaltoday.com/PayPal if you like PayPal more. Or you can donate cryptocurrencies. You can scan that code, and if there's any cryptocurrencies that you'd like to give that are not on, that you don't see on the list when you scan the code, you can call our office, 412-446-2332. And we'll just have to send you a wallet link where you can send it to. Or you can also send a check. Revival Today, P.O. Box 7, Prosperity, Pennsylvania, 15329. And then also don't forget to claim your offer, revivaltoday.com/offer. And we'll send you that shirt, and we'll send out that stock certificate to one person. Yes, that's right, finviz.com, that's the one. And Evangelist Jonathan is in Hobbs, New Mexico tomorrow night. Let's see, the Choose Life Church, 7 p.m. on North El Paso Street in Hobbs, New Mexico. So if you're anywhere in that region, or even not, just fly out. They've been powerful meetings. And then this weekend in Apopka, Florida, 13th through the 15th at Word of Life Church on Vic Road in Apopka, Florida. Friday, Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 10:30 a.m. and 6 p.m. And then don't forget to tune in to Revival Today Live at 11 a.m. with Evangelist Jonathan Ordalis, then Miss Maddie Ortiz at 4 p.m. this afternoon and every day. And then check the news at 10 p.m. with Jonathan Ormogalis. And then again tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m., morning prayer with Evangelist Kofi. Palantir is flying. Let me take a look. See where they're at right now. Oh, wow, 11%. Man, they are flying. Well, missed out on that one. All right, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. See ya.